Can an entry-level dual suspension e-bike actually handle a rough trail? Today we're pushing the PuckiPup GoldenR down an old logging road, bumps, critters, and all while showing you how to ride smarter, not harder. So let's get to the video. As we get into this video, I think it'd be a good time to remind you the GoldenR comes with a front travel suspension of 130 millimeter. It does have a true lockout on the front suspension. The non-adjustable rear shock is what it comes with. These are entry-level components, and just as a quick gentle reminder, I'm roughly 225 pounds, 6 foot tall. I've got the tire pressure approximately 15 psi, and then also the max load on this bike is 400 pounds. You're not getting premium suspension at this price point, being sub $2,000, but that doesn't mean that you can't ride like you want to. Most people don't realize it's not just the bike, it's also your riding position. Getting out of the saddle is your friend when the terrain gets chunky. You can also help by shifting your weight. If you're going downhill, shift your weight to the back, off of the saddle. So we're going to be kind of pushing our weight back, getting up off that seat. Same for going uphill. It'll also help you get in a better position to really grind the pedals if you need to. While we're talking about pedals, you'll notice that I have upgraded the pedals on this bike for something that will grip hunting boots much better than the pedals that it came with. If you looked and you was watching the ground when I was riding around up there, there is a boatload, and I mean a boatload of tracks going every direction. Why? Probably because nobody wants to go up this jump. Another thing I want to point out, especially while we're going down this pretty steep incline on gravel, feathering the front brake because I'm holding the camera with my right hand. If you guys haven't read the directions in your owner's manual how to properly seat your brakes in, they may fail on you. If you're new to riding, or maybe you just don't know, if you will lower the tire pressure, we're running approximately 15 psi in our bike. This will help soften the ride as well as give you a better grip. This is especially important with the entry-level shocks. One of the perks of a bike like this, quietly rolling up on things you'd never see from a truck. You guys see this? We got deer crossing in front of us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. That's what e-bikes are about right there. But we've got to keep safety first, especially if you're surprised by a snake. We're gonna get, oh my gosh, did you see that snake? I accidentally ran over it. I hate running over snakes. Let's go get a video of him real quick. I'm so sorry, little guy. This is one of the most dangerous snakes, and I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to get you a close-up. When you're out in the woods and you're out hunting, this is probably the #1 snake that gets hunters in trouble. But look at this guy. See how camouflaged he is? That one is a baby, fellas. 90% of the people that get bit by a snake are messing with him. Look at his tail. He's trying to give you a warning. We got one playing with it. I don't think he's committed. Yeah, he's committed. Here's just something cool you may or may not know, but this does have an automatic shutoff on it. I don't know what the timer is, but we just got done fishing this little pond you can kind of see over here in the background. Did catch some bass. If you guys want to see that, fishing off the PuckiPup video, we'll post that later. But that's extremely awesome for, especially when you're talking about hunting and fishing. If you forget to turn this off, say you're excited and you get up in your tree stand and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't remember if I shut my bike off. It will automatically shut itself off. It resets you back down to past 0. So if somebody was going to steal your bike, they'd have to figure out how to turn it on and then figure out how to get it at least in a mode that it would work. Lastly, if the hill is more than you can handle, don't be a hero. Walk mode exists for a reason. It'll save your knees, as well as your gears, and maybe even your collarbone. Use the walk mode. That's what it's there for. In order to get into the walk mode, you're going to hold down this button. Hold it down for a few seconds and then it's going to start walking. Now, did you see that? That's the problem, and that's what I hate about this particular walk button. It gets going, you start going, you kind of run to catch up, and then it quits. I don't know if that's normal, but that's how this bike's done since I've been here. So we're going to go ahead and put this in all-wheel drive. This extra weight and extra pull on the front was going to help, and we're going to use the throttle just like you would. You're just going to baby it. So we're going to do this. The point I'm trying to make is there is absolutely nothing wrong with using your walk mode, getting off, pushing your bike for a little bit, and that's 9 times out of 10, depending on the situation, it's going to be much safer than risking saying, hey, I think I can do this obstacle or whatever. If you don't have the skill set to do it, walk it. Hope this has been helpful for you. Look at this big buck track. There's my hand compared to his foot. There's the bike. That's what scouting's all about right there. Scouting. A lot of your places you're going to go scouting, this is not going to be uncommon. If you looked and you was watching the ground when I was riding around up there, there is a boatload, and I mean a boatload of tracks going every direction. Why? Probably because nobody wants to go up this junk. This bike, along with most entry-level e-bikes, is not perfect, but it works if you know how to ride it. In the next video, we'll break down the factory break-in process on your brakes so you can stop when it matters most. For a 400-pound capacity trail bike, under $2,000, it is a solid ride if you'll spend the time to learn how to ride it and make it fit your needs. If you learned anything or enjoyed this video at all, consider hitting that thumbs up. Practice riding slow, practice feathering your brakes, and practice going downhill and purposely picking out stuff you never have any intentions of riding over to build your skill level up when it comes to slow technical terrain. Because you never know where your game may be and you're trying to haul it out of the woods. It may not be a pleasant ride. Just so you know, we did add a couple more accessories to the bike. We'll be doing a full video on things that we're doing. I've got one more part that I need to install at home, and then I'll do you a short video of some of the upgrades we've done this far, prepping for deer season and scouting season. We appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and let's get outside and make something happen.
Being a real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.